Hello, folks. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Hopefully, you're all doing good. Today, I'm wearing my team jersey because at 6:30 we have a World Cup game, first qualifier game in the Super 8 against Australia, the mighty Australia. I can see my Australian jersey right there. Both teams are my favorite. Like Australia is one of my most favorite teams because they are really strong. But Bangladesh, I don't think we have much hope against them. But anyway, we usually Bangladeshis are crazy enough to wake up at late night, early morning to watch the game. So anyway, time is around I think 3:30 here in Dhaka, and I'm going to do a 13 fragrance list for you, and I'm going to do just on one video. So this video I got idea from yesterday. Last night I was walking evening, and then suddenly this idea came to me when I was wearing one of these fragrances as scent of the evening. So you'll see. So basic idea is, without too much information in the opening, is that these fragrances are original. They are different. They don't, like, when you smell them, they don't really remind you of many other fragrances, and these are not really like the most cloned like Baccarat Rouge, Aventus. This is just polar opposite of that, and these are not by any rankings. Another thing, and last thing I would like to say, nothing to do with price tag or whatever, like comes to your mind, like what is superior. All of them are unique in their own ways. So if you're bored of your typical fragrance, you can try these. Okay, so let's go. First fragrance I'm going to show you, this is what I'm wearing right now. When I woke up, I made coffee. I love my coffee, like when you wake up you need some coffee to get your voice going. Yep, pretty good. Okay, and I mix some Horlicks with it. So I don't know. Anyway, so this is the fragrance I was going to talk about. Cristiano Ronaldo Legacy Private Edition. So this is a pretty cool fragrance and pretty cool bottle. Comes with a magnetic cap. This fragrance, I think I also have Legacy. That one is a bit more peppery. I don't want to rush because I'm going to do just the one video. So I reviewed this. Check out my each review. But this fragrance is better than the original Legacy. Legacy one was too peppery for me. I don't reach for it that much, kind of leathery. This thing has a honey sap or something, maple sap. I think honey maple sap, something like it, that gives the sweetness. And when I smell it, I don't think I have anything that has this note or that smells like this fragrance. Okay, very underrated fragrance, celebrity perfume. People wouldn't look at it. Many of the other Cristiano Ronaldo I would like to review, but this is one of the most unique fragrances I think I have in my collection. Very underrated. Okay, Cristiano Ronaldo Legacy Private Edition, my most favorite footballer as well, not Messi. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. Next one I'm gonna go, number 12, I think, is a fragrance I have a backup bottle of. This is a small bottle. This is called Kenzo Power. Kenzo is one house. I have another Kenzo in the list. Kenzo is one house people don't really look at. Kenzo has some fragrances. They make very clear statement that they're going to make something authentic. And if you smell them, most of the Kenzos nowadays are like a little bit of Invictus type, like Kenzo, Homme. But new ones, Marine and everything, they're very good. But back in the days, Kenzo made some fragrances. They made statement. This fragrance, I think, is a floral, very powerful. It's a powerful floral perfume. Okay, and I have another fragrance like this, clean floral, but that one is even more potent. This thing it can compare with Jean Paul Gaultier. I think had a fragrance called Fleur de Mal, or Fleur de Mal, the white bottle of La Mal. That fragrance and this have some similarity. I actually prefer both these fragrances in their own way. They're both great, but I have Kenzo Power. Very hard to find nowadays. Power and Power Cologne, both are very unique, but Kenzo Power is my favorite because of that floral. Very beautiful, clean, but very loud, very long-lasting perfume. So this is one of the masterpiece of a fragrance. Definitely check it out, Kenzo Power. I think they released it on a new bottle nowadays. It doesn't look like that. Maybe you have a transparent bottle somewhere. You can get that as well. So number 11, I think, as I told you, is not by any ranking, that otherwise it would be a much higher order. This is a fragrance, Tom Ford Noir Anthracite. One of the most mysterious perfumes I think aliens should bring here, because I don't have anything like this. I always say one thing, like Tom Ford made a huge mistake by making this fragrance designer, like more affordable, normal line. This should have been part of their private blend, because this is the most unique and for me the best Tom Ford fragrance like they ever made. Like literally, like there are many other fragrances I do love Tom Ford, but this thing, when I smell it, peppery, mineral like, earthy, and then it smells like something like not from this world. Okay, so that anthracite, that note is very, very interesting, and I would highly recommend you to find a bottle before this is totally gone. Okay, Tom Ford's masterpiece. One of my brothers asking, are you going to sell the bottle? I said no, I need some money, but I would not let this bottle go. Okay, this is a great fragrance. Okay, if you talk about uniqueness, there is a fragrance, however, they made a clone of this. I think Ajmal Vard. Okay, maybe that one. Yeah, check that out. The green bottle. That is a clone of this, but this is you cannot touch this. So good. Okay, Tom Ford Noir Anthracite. Not for everybody, but uniqueness 100%. Next one I'll show you, it's a very pleasant fragrance. And when I smelled it for the first time, I was so happy. When I got it, this is the fragrance 1821 Sweet Tobacco Spirit. This is my second or third bottle. And this is one perfume people should search and get. People buy many fragrances. They're looking for the perfect perfume for tobacco, sweetness, this and that. This one has the red wine accord. When I smell that, and I can tell you one thing, like, one of the few perfumes that, like, you smell it instantly makes you happy. Nothing to do with commercialization, nothing to do with, oh, you have to promote this brand. This brand, I don't think they try to promote them, so I don't hear any word. But this fragrance has this kind of like a sweetness, the red wine accord, the tobacco, many other notes in there. Maybe there is tonga beans, like a little bit of a, like a sweetness, like honey sweetness. If you love all that, you must get this perfume. Okay, it's a very long lasting perfume, great for winter, great for dating. Okay, 1821 Sweet Tobacco Spirit. I think this makes a very nice statement. Okay, and definitely worth the price point. Next one, they are very different from each other. Next one is DS and Durga Burning Barbershop. Okay, this is the only one bottle that I bought from them because their fragrance now getting a little bit expensive. To be honest, getting a 50 or 30 ml for $150 is a bit steep for me, So that's why I'm not buying that many DS and Durga, but I do have a few fragrances under my radar, like Amber Kiso. Man, that is one perfume I really want. And maybe the Radio Durga or something like Radio Bombay, some of the other ones. Burning Barbershop, this fragrance, it is mind blowing, to be honest. Like one of the best barbershop perfumes. It has the smell of dhoop or incense, like a smoke. At the same time got honey, some sweetness. When you smell it, you feel like literally being in a temple. Okay, I cannot describe it. You have to experience this. No matter how much I review this, the bottles are beautiful, boxes are beautiful. This is one fragrance you must try. Okay, if you like barbershop, this is one masterpiece. Okay, Burning Barbershop by DSN Durga. Give me 1 second. Sorry, something was stuck in my left eye. I was like, so next one, moving on to next one. It's a fragrance, I think it's discontinued now. This has looked quite a few flankers back in the days when I started collecting. I have so many memories with it. My GF, she was the first one to encourage me. She used to buy me a lot of perfumes back in the days. This was one of them because I smelled it one day, and she got like 5 perfumes that day for me. Azarochrome Legend, this one, um, perhaps Pure Malt. I don't remember exactly. She gave me 5 hours left. And then, like early days is a bit difficult for you. So this is one of the fragrances, Lolita Lempicka, Au Masculin. I think that's the name, Au Masculin or Masculin. So this is the second batch. The previous bottles, they used to be like this, like uniform bottle with a built-in atomizer. This used to be sprayer, but nowadays you can find these with that cap. But even this one is hard to find. So they do have Lolita Lempicka Homme, the new one, or Home, that bottle that is also discontinued, sadly. Try to replicate this, but this is actually the beast mode version. Okay, the new one, Lempicka Homme, does last but does not beat this. So this is known for its licorice note. Okay, it's like a candied, very Halloween like, Halloween or Halloween, how you say it. It's like a weird, kind of scary, like reminds me of Narciso Rodriguez for him EDT, like has this kind of like a scary tone to that. But this is a bit sweeter, but very unique. It is this one of those fragrances you bite and you're like, oh, no, I don't have anything like this in my collection. Maybe Luhur Vert, okay, or maybe, yeah, one of those. But Lolita Lempicka, it's definitely a gem of a fragrance from back in the time. I like wearing this in winter. Lolita Lempicka, Au Masculin. Did I get the name right? Au Masculin, I think. Yeah, that's correct. So the second line, I'm going to start with this fragrance. I actually want to sell it off for a reason because I needed some money, but thankfully I didn't. I'm going to keep it. This is called GnTonic or GnTonic by M Micallef. Okay. So I got this fragrance not so long ago, like few months back, couple of months back. And I was on a spree. I think it was the first Eid of this year. And I bought a few fragrances, some Amouage, this and that, some designers. And then I had my eye on this one and it was a bit expensive, 160 or something dollars. And I was like, no, I had the money, but I was like, no. I went for dinner and I came back and I said, can I smell it? He said, no, you cannot. You're not allowed to smell it. Okay, I was like, why? I don't want to blind buy a perfume. Then I'm like, what the heck, I'm gonna buy it. And I did that crazy thing. It's like, for you guys, if you're very rich, it's not gonna bother you, but 150 bucks is not cheap. Okay, so this one, when I sprayed it after I paid it, I was blown away. It's in my, yeah, this end. Okay, the first spray that you do, it is magic. Okay, it is very long lasting for one thing, but the dry down is kind of soapy for me. It's like kind of sweet, boozy, citrusy, and then gin and tonic definitely that's there. So this is one of the most unique, soothing fragrance, but I think a little bit overpriced for what it is. If this was $100, that'd be perfect. Okay, that's the only complaint that I have. Very beautiful packaging as well. Gin and tonic or gin and tonic, gin and tonic or gin and tonic, gin tonic. I'm not used to say gin and tonic. I'm not used to say gin tonic. Okay, so next one is that fragrance that made me do this list. Okay, is this perfume, Kenzo Jungle Lalafan or Lalfand. Okay, the elephant version of Jungle. So there are three versions of Jungle, as far as I know. This one, then the Tiger, and then the Jungle Homme. That one comes with like a brush. I have it somewhere at the back. So that one has a zebra sort of head. Out of all those, I could not find Tiger. I do love Jungle, but Elephant, man, this fragrance, if you check some of the vintage reviews, one of the guys or ladies reviewed this back in the days. She or he said this one smells like India being on top of an elephant, like a big elephant. And you smell all of India, like a essence of India in one bottle. This is it. This one has so many notes. The pepper, and it has some lot of spices. I don't remember all the notes, but maybe there was cloves, yeah, huge cloves, and there was a note, maybe forgot that note. There's a very nice note in there which makes it sweet as well. You just have to experience it. It's very hard to find very mesmerizing bottle, heavy elephant-like cap. This is magic of Kenzo. This is why I have huge respect for Kenzo. This is a brilliant masterpiece. Okay, it can beat any designer niche perfume for performance. Okay, a little bit of a cooler days, you can pick it up. Kenzo Jungle Lalafet. There's nothing like this in the market. Okay. Next one, another fragrance gem. I don't usually show it because discontinued. This is Givenchy, very irresistible for him. One of the mint chocolate chip cookie smell. Okay, and if you like fragrances like Amen, Angel Man, Givenchy Play Intense, this is right in that. Okay, uh, family. Also, even Polo Red, if you like those. So those have, some of them have coffee, some of them chocolate. This one has a mint chocolate smell. Okay, check out Rob's review. He reviewed this the best. Okay, so this one for me is a fragrance like with the green juice. Not everybody has it. Not everybody knows about it. Givenchy also another house I have huge respect. Okay, uh, try this fragrance out. If you can find it somewhere, buy it. It's a very hard to find fragrance. Very irresistible for him. Uh, Amazing fragrance for the colder nights. Okay, irresistible. Very irresistible for him. Next four big fragrances. Yeah, Kouros. Why wouldn't I put Kouros here? Till today, I do not find another fragrance as majestic as Kouros. This one is unapologetic, very beast mode, floral. I was talking about this when I was talking about, I think, Kenzo Power. This and that have both have florals, but this one has the stinkiness, like some people are scared of. This is now officially discontinued, I think so, this whole line. But Kouros remains a king, okay, like the emperor. If you dare to wear Kouros, you are the man. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. One of the most iconic fragrances in history, Kouros by YSL. Next one I'm gonna go. I always forget one note from this perfume. Okay, and usually it's the elder brother that is more popular. These are very hard to find now. It's a vintage Lanston de Guerlain EDT by Guerlain, Guerlain Purom for men. This one and the Liege Extreme, both are very hard to find in this bottle. So they have modern formulation. Don't come close to this. I do like them. They're more wearable and more safe. But this thing has that note of star anise. Okay, I always forget. And it has notes like tea note, cacao, sandalwood, neroli, LME, citruses, many other things. This one is more a citrusy, orangey version and more wearable for summer. Okay, that the cacao, man. This is actually considered for me elder brother of Dior. If I can tell you, Dior Intense are my favorite. Yeah, true. But Leech and Lanston de Guerlain EDT, these two are more mature version of Dior Intense. There you go. That's the best way I can put them. Very gentlemanly perfume and very unique. If you put this on, nobody smells like you. Okay, and it does last a very long time. Guerlain's Magic, Lanston de Guerlain EDT. Number two. Sadly, this fragrance is gone. When it was around, people should have bought 20 backup bottles. Pure Heaven. Okay, I have a Decant page. I decant a lot of perfumes. I took this one off from Decant list. Okay, the reason being I want to have this all by myself. I don't want to share this anymore. I did have at least 5 bottles before, and this is like I think the last batches of Pure Heaven. This one's cost like 250, $350 now. It's not the price that matters, it's the smell. It is so precious. This, I sometimes think, how did Mugler come up with a fragrance like this? Yeah, you do get Nexus. Nexus is also great. But for me, Pure Heaven, something about it, so many memories in my fragrance journey. This fragrance is special. I'm pretty sure. So did you feel this way? Like you also felt this way. Such a great, long lasting masculine perfume. Yeah, you get some clones of it nowadays, but nothing comes close to this. Okay, if you want to have Pure Heaven, you have want to have Pure Heaven. There's nothing else. Nexus and this, they are two different league of their own. Okay, Pure Heaven by Thierry Mugler. I'll finish with number one today. Number one is one of the fragrance I bought in last Eid, and I do love this for some reason. It is a very playful. It puts a smile to my face. This is Amouage Boundless. I did say this is one of my best Amouage in the collection. Sometimes this, sometimes the Royal Tobacco, but Royal Tobacco is not as wearable as this. The mouth-watering thing about this is the cinnamon. How the cinnamon plays some fruitiness, some sweetness, and the tobacco is there. It has quite a few buddies with it. The notes breakdown wise, it's not just tobacco. So when you put this on, I got asked about this fragrance in one of my neighbors in the lift one day. I was going down, and this guy is into perfumes. He wears Chanel and Dior. So he doesn't know who I am, that I wear perfumes, I collect, but he was very proud of his fragrance. I'm like, okay, you enjoy. So he was like wearing, I think, Chanel Allure, and he looked at me because I literally sprayed like 8 sprays, and I was rocking because I live above him, so my lift was full of my scent of the day. And he's like, "What you wearing? What is your perfume? Is this like body spray or something?" I'm like, "Yeah, something like it is a brand called Amouage." He didn't recognize, right? And he obviously, normal people do not know about niche brands that much, but he's like, "What's the name, by the way?" I said Amouage Boundless, and I'm like, he's like, "Okay, I'll try it. How much does it cost?" And I told him the price. He just like, sorry. He did not expect that because this one is expensive, and he thought it's about body spray. And I told him, he's like, how many zeros? I'm like, yeah, exactly, heard it right. And he's like, you bought that perfume? Like, yeah, I did, and I'm a collector. So then later we had a conversation one day, and I told him what I do. I showed him my channel. Then he understood. He, I think, bought that fragrance later from Sandara. Okay. Because how much he loved it. So this is the magic of this fragrance. There's nothing like it. Even people who wear high-end designer perfumes, they get mesmerized by Amouage quality. This is Amouage modern day masterpiece. Okay, Boundless. So that's the review today. I don't want to prolong it any longer. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and let's hope our team can at least put up a good fight against Australia. If they can win, which is highly unlikely, that would be like a proper Eid. Okay, have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Love you all. Bye bye.